me yesterday. Na na na, omo give my rabbi is me. Na na na, lo hope each other. I say I'm in the hope each other. Oh, that's all.
Hey, people, how you guys doing? Hope you're doing good today. This Friday, it's me again, Tony Amaware, coming to you from the Coog Radio Studio in University of Houston. This is Say What You Mean. Welcome to the show. Every Friday at 2 o'clock, you're with me. We discuss various things, sports, all of them sports. That's all I know. People ask me, like, why did you pick sports? I said, that's all I don't know anything else. Like, I don't. That's all I know. I'm not even good at, like, score. I just know sports. Hope you're doing good today. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. I got, minimal sleep last night. But I don't know. I just woke up feeling good. Maybe it's the time of year. Because I don't know. I'm happy. Like Thanksgiving about to come up, After that, you got Christmas coming up, So it's like, I'm a very happy person, yeah, I'm just happy right now. It's like, think about it, people. You're gonna eat about next week, right? You're gonna eat as much as possible. Spend time with family. Break off school for 4 or 5 days. We come back for finals, and that's its own stress. But still, you take a break. You eat, spend time with family. Eat some. To your stomach can't take anymore. You eat so much, and then you come back to finals, and then it's Christmas. Oh my goodness, then it's Christmas. You got the decorations, you got the presents, you got Jesus, you got so many things. It's just beautiful. Man. I'm just excited. I mean, your light bill goes up, but still, it's the one time a year where you're okay with your light bill going up. This is a wonderful time, man. I can't believe the year went by so fast. But yeah, I can't believe we're here already. Anyways, we're gonna dive in today with our sports stuff that happened this week. Jay's in here again. He's a very busy man, people. He's an engineering student. He's doing he has projects and he has different things, so he might come later towards the end. But for right now, it's just me. Remember last week they came and all of them, they all came here and it was fun. So, but today I'm gonna start with me. I'm not gonna lie, people. I actually kind of like this because it's just me. Nobody's arguing my opinion. It's just I can just express my opinion without anybody just, no, this is wrong. No, but this. You see what I'm saying? I can just say what I want. I can say, cows flow in heaven. You see, but there's nobody to challenge that. That makes no sense whatsoever. But there's nobody to challenge that. Nobody's hey, that makes no sense. So I kind of like this. I get to talk and rant and do whatever I want. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good. I already said that. We're gonna dive in. We're gonna start. Let's see. Look, here's where I want to start. I've been I've been thinking about this for a while, right? But last week, this happened Sunday. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to, and I wrote it down. I'm gonna come to say what you mean. Oh, by the way, the name of the show is Say What You Mean. I don't even mention that, but I said so. I'm gonna come on this show, right? And I'm gonna give my opinion on it because it's bothering me. It's bothering me so much. I've been thinking about it, but I didn't want to offend anybody, or I didn't want to not offend anybody, but I didn't want to just, I don't know. I just never wanted to talk about it, but now I want to. Now I'm mad. Look, here's the topic. After all that 5 minutes of rambling, here's the topic. Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick. Why doesn't this man have a job, people? Why? Why doesn't he have a job? It doesn't make sense to me. There've been like, if any year, funny thing, if any year, right, of all the years, the year where this man should have a job the most is this year. With all the injuries and with all the craziness going on in the NFL, it's this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am so annoyed. I did some research. I like to do my research before I come. I don't like to come up in here and just say stuff. I like to do my research before I come in, so I can just have like, stuff to, back up what I'm trying to, my opinions. Here's some people who have jobs over Kaepernick. And like after this, we're going to talk about like what he did, because he didn't even do anything like wrong in my opinion. He was protesting, right? So after this, we're going to talk about what he did. Here are people who have jobs over him. Tell me what any of these people are better, or even like the same level as Kaepernick. Mike Glennon signed 3 years, $45 million deal with Chicago, the Bears. So that Mike Glennon signed $45 million deal, 3 years. Mike Glennon, like I don't even know who that is. Before like this year, what has he done? He was a backup throughout the year, and then he got 3-year, $45 million. And then the Bears let me tell you how bad he is. They still drafted Trubisky, right? Trubisky wasn't supposed to. They traded their third pick. They get to become first pick to draft Trubisky, right? That's how bad this man is. After that, they weren't even gonna start Trubisky. Trubisky was supposed to become like maybe next year, the year after that. They weren't gonna start him. Trubisky's starting right now. That's how bad Glennon is. But no, this man still got a job over Kaepernick. Let's move on. Brian Hoyer signed for the 49ers, backup, who has been a backup most of his life. Nick Foles, backup for the Eagles. Okay. Keep in mind, right? The man said, "I'm not protesting anymore. I could be a backup. I don't even have to start. I will compete for the starting job, but I don't have to start. I just want a job," right? These are people who have a job, backup. So that means you're counting people who are backup and people who are starters, right? These are backups. Nick Foles, right? Josh McCown. This man is 38 years old. I looked it up. This man is 38 years old, and he has a job over Kaepernick. Okay. Josh McCown. He was a backup for Cleveland. Josh McCown has a job. Okay. That's not even the worst one. He's plays for the Jets, and they're not bad. It's not even the worst one. Let's move on. Let me read you other people of the list, people. Landry Jones, Matt Barkley, Mark Sanchez, Geno Smith, Josh Johnson, E.J. Emanuel, Kellen Moore, Aaron Murray, Chase Daniel, Case Keenum, David Fales, Matt McGloin, Blaine Gabbert, Ryan Fitzpatrick. So these are all the quarterbacks, right? According to all the teams in the NFL, 32 teams in the NFL, these are all the quarterbacks that are better than Kaepernick. That's ridiculous. You can't tell me these guys are better than Kaepernick. Who the heck is E.J. Emanuel? In what world is he better than Kaepernick? But yeah, he didn't have a job. Still doesn't have a job. Why? What did he do that was so bad? And then this is what made me more mad. This is what made me very, very angry, right? So those teams, they did it. Maybe you could say they did it off season, right? You can make excuses for them. Let's just give that to them. They did it off season. They didn't. I guess that's the only excuse. They did it off season. Let's just say that. Let's give them that excuse, right? That's fine. That's okay. What about teams who had injuries this year to their quarterbacks this year? What about those teams? Teams that were good before the quarterback injuries, like the Packers. The Packers were 5-2. They were 4-2, right? They were 4-2 before when Aaron Rodgers went down. They were still very good. They still have Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams. They still Martellus Bennett. He's not that good anymore. They cut him. But he's not a bad tight end. They were still 4-2. So they could have still made playoffs. They could have still done something. The Packers are 5-4 right now. 5-4. I mean, it's not. It's not. They're still, over 500. It's not bad, but like that means they've lost 2 and 1 since Aaron Rodgers went down. And yeah, I know I say believe in Hundley, and I say that a lot, but like that's more of I like the guy. Doesn't mean he's better than Kaepernick. That's more like I like him, and I think he can be okay. You know when I say that, not that like I Hundley is better than Kaepernick. He's not. So you're gonna start Hundley over Kaepernick? That's okay. That's fine. Okay. Moving on. Miami. This one is even like. You know what this team did? This team is the most dysfunctional team, right, of the year. If there's like a prize, most dysfunctional team of the year, they should make a prize. They should give like an award to that. That's the Miami Dolphins, right? I'm telling you right now. No, there will be like contestant with the Giants. Yeah, that one's personal. I actually said I had a smile when I said that because I don't like the Giants. It's a Cowboys thing. But anyways, there'll be runners up. Like they will be very, very close to the Giants. It'll be a toss up between both of them. Because the Dolphins, they signed a retired Jay Cutler. The man was retired. He was ready to go into the booth, give opinions and give analysis. They called him back from retirement and signed him. Over getting a guy who took a team 12-4 and took him to the Super Bowl. They signed a retired man. They called him back from retirement. Okay, that's even fine. Oh, okay, that's okay. He got injured. That's like, you see what I'm saying? Like he even got injured. Who was the backup after that? Matt Moore. Who in the heavens is Matt Moore? He got injured for a couple of weeks. Matt Moore was his quarterback. Not Kaepernick. Not the man who just protested something that he felt was wrong. Matt Moore, okay. I'm telling you, man. Most dysfunctional team I'm gonna make an award. Maybe I should do like an award show, like maybe end of the year, end of the season or something. I give like an award, giving like an award to each team. I think we're gonna do that. Most dysfunctional team. I'm debating Dolphins or Giants. Like I don't know. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But still. And I don't know, Dolphins, man. Their coach was like snorting crack or something in the. Did you see that video? Like the offensive line coach was like snuffing crack in the video, and the woman was like a prostitute or something. I don't know. That team is just God. They need Jesus. They need to pray. They need help. Something's going on in that team. There's some spiritual demons working in that team. I don't know. They need help. But yeah, the Dolphins look terrible. Did you see what the Panthers did to them? Dolphins are terrible. They're terrible this year. They don't want it. They just look. That's not even the only. I remember they lost. I don't remember. I think it was the Eagles. I didn't even know the Eagles looked good, but the Eagles destroyed them. I remember watching that game too. That was like a Thursday night. Or I watched like the first half. I couldn't take it anymore. You see what I'm saying? Okay, that's a side note. I could go on and on how that's functional. Back to Kaepernick. The Colts. The Colts actually started Scott Tolzien. It's just getting. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just so ridiculous that you like just laugh. Scott Tolzien. I don't even know who these people are. Scott Tolzien. He was so bad they had to trade for Jacoby Brissett, who is not better than Kaepernick. Jacoby Brissett started 2 games. He was horrible. He wasn't horrible, but he was not good. He was average, maybe below average. He started 2 games. Are you seeing this? Jacoby Brissett, Scott Tolzien. These are names that they will start over a man 12-4. Took a team to the Super Bowl. Can use his legs. Could run. Not a bad passer. Average of 59% completion of his passes. On average. It's ridiculous, people. It's ridiculous. And then this one, when you're mad, right? The one that just takes it over the top. The one that just like makes it all the more terrible. The Texans. This is the one that like actually pushed me to want to talk about this on here today. The Texans. Texans. Like, because they lost to the Rams last week, right? And so I just thought about it. What if they had Kaepernick? So now that just made me mad. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted to talk about it. The Texans, people. Let's talk about the Texans real quick. Texans had a very, probably going to be a Hall of Fame if everything goes well, right? A great quarterback. And Deshaun Watson. He was very, very good. Took the offense from like last year. Now that, to the at least top 5 offensive this year. Deshaun Watson, the guy, pretty accurate, great with his legs, can run. Defenses don't have a clue. Destroyed the Legion of Boom. That Deshaun Watson. He got injured, which is fine. It happens. Injuries. It's hard, so sad injury. Losing J.J. Watt, merciless, it's crazy injury. But still, he got injured. That's fine. Backup. Who are you gonna sign up? Keep in mind, right? The Texans weren't bad. The division wasn't that good, anyways. They were 3-4, perfectly capable of making a play. Like I'm not even gonna. I had the Texans like as a dark horse to make it to the Super Bowl before Deshaun Watson got injured. Good team, 3-4, and like the 4 losses, one was against the Seahawks in a very close game. Other one was against the Jaguars at the beginning of the season when he wasn't playing. When Deshaun Watson didn't play, like came in like the second half or something like that. Another game was against the Seahawks. I already mentioned that. Another game was against the Patriots. I think another last one was against the Chiefs. So tough games, 3-4. They could have made the playoffs very easily, I might add. They were still good. The defense, even though J.J. Watt and Merciless got down, the defense was still pretty good. They still had Clowney. You still got pretty good corners. I can't remember their names. But they're pretty good secondary. Then Deshaun Watson went down. So how do we save this season? I forgot his name. The man with the dimple on his chin. The coach. I forgot his name. I can't remember. Hopefully it'll come to me. But yeah. So I'm sure they're deliberating. How do we, put ourselves in the best situation to win? I know. Let's go hire or sign T.J. Yates and Matt McGloin. That doesn't make sense. And let's start Tom Savage while we're at it. So that way we'll really win. That doesn't make sense. Over Kaepernick, when there's a man who's ready to play, who said, I am not going to protest anymore. That was in the past. I've achieved my goal. People are talking about it now. I just want to focus on football. That man, that's what they signed. Who the heck is T.J. Yates? Who the heck is Matt McGloin? The Texans are 3-6 right now. I'm not gonna well-deserved too. Well-deserved 3-6. They got destroyed by the Rams. Again, well-deserved. Cause if you're gonna do that, like what? T.J. Yates and Matt McGloin, Tom Savage. Didn't you learn from the terrible quarterback paying Osweiler so much money? Didn't you learn? I forget the man's name. Dimple Chin. I'll just call him that. Chin Dimple. The coach. I can't remember his name. Just call him Chin Dimple. I can't remember it. Really? Chin Dimple? I'm sorry. That was sounds weird. Chin Dimple. I like that. I'm sorry. Everybody that has a little chin, I'm calling it Chin Dimple. Anyways, or Dimple Chin. No, I like Dimple Chin better. Anyway, that's beside the point. Really? Tom Savage, Matt McGloin, T.J. Yates. This is your replacement for Deshaun Watson. Those three put together isn't half Deshaun Watson is. What Deshaun Watson is. And you know who's similar? I mean, he's not as good, obviously. But like, it's so similar to Deshaun Watson. Colin Kaepernick. Not the same people, but they're similar. You know, both have, great with their feet. Can get out the pocket. Not that accurate, but, pretty average passers. But Deshaun Watson is much better because the way he reads the game. But still, they're similar. So you would think it makes sense for them to sign Kaepernick, right? No, come on. This is ridiculous, people. Somebody needs to do something about this. It's ridiculous. Why does this man have a job? What does that say? What does that say about like protesting? Like I know I'm going, but I'm gonna be very honest with you. People care more about this protest thing than the thing that happened in Charlottesville. People have more of a problem with this than that. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. What is going on? What is happening? Why does this man have a job? I get it. Like a man was trying to explain to me, right? Like not my friend was trying to explain to me. Maybe it's like they don't want division in their locker room. They don't want to lose money with the fans. You know what fans care about? Winning. That's what they care about. So whether you have him in your team, do you lose fans if you're losing with the quarterbacks you do have? And you lose fans whether he is there or not, right? So might as well lose fans when he's there. They'll come back. Winning attracts fans. Look at the Rams. Nobody cared about the Rams in LA. But now they're winning. People are starting to watch. Winning cures everything. Most of the time. I don't know. Some teams. But most of the time. But no, these teams rather lose with quarterbacks like Matt McGloin and then sign a guy who just protested because he wasn't happy with something, with the way the country was going. The situations in the country. Which, by the way, is not wrong. Like, I thought it was like, what is in the First Amendment? Freedom of protest? They should have added like an asterisk. Freedom of protest or at your own risk, or you might not get a job. Because that's what is happening. Like, I was listening to Max Kellerman the other day on the First Take. He said, no one is hiring them like as backup. That's 64 quarterback. Let's not even like put in third string, right? Let's just say first string and second string. That's 64 quarterbacks in a 32 team league that you're saying is better than Colin Kaepernick, or you rather have over Colin Kaepernick just because the man protested. Come on, the man took a team to the Super Bowl. They went 12-4. Even when the Niners, right? Even when the Niners they had a terrible season last year. They went 2-14, right? The man still threw 59% completion rate. He still had 16 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Even with a 2-14 team last year. With a 2-14 team. He still had 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 69% rate completion. It's not like the best thing in the world, but it's better than 64 quarterbacks. It's better than at least, let's say half. It's better than at least 32. And that's making it generous. Come on, people. Come on. It's ridiculous. They're like, I've seen NFL. They've hired people who do drugs, people who they've hired people like that. Players who have been to jail. Players who have done domestic violence. Greg Hardy. The Cowboys signed Greg Hardy. Right? Michael Floyd got hired. He got a DUI. He had a lot of alcohol in the system. The Cardinals cut him. A day later, just 1 day later, he got signed by the Patriots. A day for a DUI. That's way more dangerous. That's way more dangerous than protesting and kneeling from the flag. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you think about it, how ridiculous it is. Somebody needs to do something, man. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. I'm gonna start looking for synonyms. This is preposterous. But for real, come on, get this man a job. I know he hasn't done the best things. Wearing the pigs. Police as pigs. He's taking it a bit too far. His girlfriend saying that something slavery. I don't remember what she said, but something on Twitter that she said about slavery or something like that. Wearing the Castro thing. Maybe that's why Miami wouldn't work. But still, 31 out of the teams? Come on. Anyways, I'm done. I could rant about this the whole show if I. But it is disappointing, man. I wish somebody would do something about this. I wish I could do something about it. I wish I was a GM or like a owner. I'll give him a job. At least as a backup. Even if I have let's say I'm a Cowboys owner, right? Sorry, Jerry. That's hopefully, God. One day, it's possible. Don't laugh. Anyway, yeah, let's say I was a Cowboys owner. And I have like a great quarterback. Hall of Famer, the best quarterback in the league. I'm being a little, this is maybe a little fan service, but I'm the best quarterback in the league. I had the best quarterback in the league, Dak Prescott. There we go. Even though he got killed last week, this is what happened. Chance Green. We'll talk about that later. But yes, let's just assume, right? I would still sign Kaepernick as a backup because anything can happen. Anyways. Somebody, this is ridiculous. Somebody needs to do something about this, man. It's ridiculous. We're gonna take a quick break, listen to a song. I'm gonna calm down from my anger and my disappointment in the NFL. And we're really gonna listen to Matt. I don't just like to come here and play random music. I like to come in here and play like music that like has been stuck in my head all week. You see what I'm saying? Like music that like I've listened to all week. So this music, the theme of today, we're gonna go with Mally music, right? Like I've listened to him all week, man. The man's a great artist, man. Like I need you guys need to listen to him. Very great artist. Very, very good artist. His name is Mally Music. Look him up. Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. Underrated. Here's Contradiction by Mally Music. Contradiction. We meet again. Yeah, man. Don't you love? Look, you hear the bass line, the bass on that song? Doom, 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 doom. Hey, oh man, I love that song so much. Such a great song, right, people? Ah, man, that's underrated, man. It was featuring Janae. That's the female on The Voice, by the way. Janae Aiko. I like her too. She's a pretty good artist. But yeah, Mally Music, man. I'm gonna play all Mally music today. That's what I'm gonna do. Shout out to my brother. That, by the way, that's like he showed me that song. Posey, look him up. He's an awesome human being. Older brother. Anyways, moving on. Mally Music. We'll play that all day. Moving on, people. Sorry, I wasted so much time on the Kaepernick thing. I had to get it. I was mad. I had so much to say. I had to rant. But moving on. We're gonna talk college football is so interesting right now. What is going on? Like, what? It's so interesting. I can't believe I didn't watch college football until I came to UH, man. Like, I missed out on so much. But, I'm here now, better late than never. And, man, I love college football so much. Right now, things are getting, like, interesting. Things are getting, like, heated. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Because playoffs are starting soon, bowl games, And so I think there are like 2-3 games left in the season. So craziness right now. Craziness. You got the rankings out. I like the rankings. Rankings are, let me read them to you. You got Alabama, Clemson, right? Miami, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Auburn. I like that. That's like probably as of right now, right? That's probably the best teams as of right now. I like that lineup. It could still change, but I like that. Auburn and Georgia. I mean, not Auburn. Georgia and Notre Dame are out. I'm telling you, I was happy. I was low key very, very happy because look, I didn't like Georgia because I didn't think Georgia deserved to be over Bama. Honestly, I thought Bama was the best team, destroyed every team they faced. Like I think Bama's the best. I don't know why Georgia was number one. No clue. But they say schedule, but the schedule was like exactly the same to me. I don't know why Bama was in the first. Bama wasn't number one in the first place. But Georgia got destroyed. Oh my Jesus, Georgia got destroyed. 40. Let me see the score. 40-17. 40. Jesus Christ. The number one team. I don't know what spirit was moving around that day. Like even Bama almost lost to Mississippi State. Like that was a very, very close game. It was like 31-24. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is happening. But like it's crazy. They lost 40-17. I don't care like what happened. There's no excuse for losing 40-17 to Auburn is pretty good, but still, the number one team. We're the number one team in the city, or not city. Rich in the city, Houston, baby. By the way, we're playing Tulane this weekend. Y'all support, man. Watch the game. It's at Tulane, but still support, man. We might get a bowl game out of this, man. I think it's at 3 p.m. But yeah, support Cougars. Looking good right now, by the way. Anyways, back to the topic. I get off topic a lot. I gotta work on that. But yeah, Auburn, 17. That's not even the worst one. I thought that was bad enough. When that happened, I was like, oh dang, Auburn beat Georgia 40-17. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. You know, that wasn't a bad one. Notre Dame. What? That one was over before halftime. It was 28-0 at halftime. Or 27-0, sorry. At halftime. That one wasn't even close. That was even worse. Way worse. That one they lost 40-8. Or 41-8. No, 40-8. No, 41-8. Sorry. Bama lost. Auburn beat Georgia 41-17. Sorry. Auburn beat Georgia 40-17. Miami beat Notre Dame 41-8. 41-8? Number 3 team in the country. You lose 41-8? What in the heavens is going on? Jesus Christ. That one was like, it was over at halftime. It was 27-0 at halftime. I just turned it off. Because like, what am I going to watch at 27-0? They're not coming back. Number 3 team in the country. Bama almost lost. Man, that was really close. That was a good game. I watched the ending of that. That was a really, really close game. It was 24-24 at the time. And then, Jalen Hurts threw a touchdown pass to I think it was, I don't know the guy's name, the receiver. But yeah, that was a close game. Bama almost lost too. They were saying, right, the commentary, they were saying that it's been like since 1966, January 1966, since 66. That's a long time. Since all 3 teams lost in the play, like all top 3 teams lost. It's crazy. It's crazy if you think about it, right? 66, Jesus Christ, and all 3 of them almost lost. I mean, 2 of them lost, but like the Bama almost lost too. Which is why I think they deserve to be number 1. But yeah, man, that's Notre Dame and Georgia. Y'all need to get your life together. I don't know what's going on. I got destroyed. Anyway, but that being said, I like the rankings. Alabama, Clemson, Miami, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Auburn. I like that. I said it. Clemson. I like Clemson. I always said it. Like Clemson should be higher. When they were 4th, I believe. I was happy Clemson made it in the first place, but like they made it to the top 4 in the first. But I thought Clemson should have been higher. I like Clemson. Clemson are a very, very underrated team. Their defense is awesome. Like they have like a Alabama type defense. You know what I'm saying? I think you need like a good defense. I want to see a good defense in the championship. So I wanted Clemson. Their only loss was to Syracuse. Syracuse weren't that good. Aren't that good, but like Kelly Bryant went down in that game. So I wanted Clemson to be higher up. And then you got Miami, of course, who destroyed Notre Dame. They deserve, man, that chain. I like that team. That chain thing they do, man, it's cool. And then you got Oklahoma. This is the problem. personally, I know right now they deserve to be in there, right? According to everything. But personally, I don't really like Oklahoma. Oklahoma is like another like a. I just they have no defense. Like you said, the Oklahoma State game, there was no, there was they have no. They're gonna get destroyed. They have no defense whatsoever. So Oklahoma, if I had it my way, I don't want Oklahoma personally to be in there. But I mean, right now it is. But there's still a lot of football left, man. Like they have. I don't remember who they have next, but you know what? Wisconsin have Michigan coming up this weekend. They're 9-0 or 10-0 right now. They haven't played a good team yet. I think the best team they played was like Northwestern or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, but if they beat Michigan this weekend, I think they deserve to be either over Oklahoma. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, man, if I had it my way, Penn State would be in there. I like Penn State personally. I know they had 2 game slip ups against Michigan State and I think it was Ohio. No, wasn't Hawaii. Was it Hawaii or was Ohio State? But that was one. They lost by 1 that game. They lost by 3 against Michigan State. I mean, I think Penn State is a very good team. I just think they just had 2 bad weeks. It wasn't as bad as 41-17. Whatever the heck they lost to, whatever the heck Georgia lost to. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like by 3. So I thought Penn State. I like Penn State personally. I would put Penn State in there over. It would for me personally. It would be Bama, Clemson, Miami, and Penn State. If I had it my way, that's what I want to see. I want to see Barkley against this defense. But I mean, it makes sense. I like it. It's okay right now. I have no problem with it as of right now. But yeah, a lot of football left to be played. I'm excited, man. That's another thing about this period. Football. You got college football playoffs. You got college. Man, I can't imagine. Like 4 years ago, me, man. What's college? What is that? But college football. I like what is it? But now I watch it. Now I'm a huge fan. But yeah, I have no problem with it right now. Let's move on. Oh man, I'm gonna play that Mally music. But let's move on real quick. Let's move on to NBA. The Celtics. Jesus Christ, the Celtics are good. The Celtics are good. Like, let me take that back. They're not even that good, right? But they just win. Like they're not even that good. Like they're okay. They score. They just win. Like they ignore the other team so much that like the other team just plays badly. See what I'm saying? They're not like so good that they win. Like like Golden State, like other teams, they or like Houston, they when they beat you because they're good. They beat you. You see what I'm saying? Like they're that good. But for Celtics, for Boston, it's just like they just make you one. They just make you play so badly that you lose. They're not that they beat you. And they've won 14 straight. They started the season 0-2. They've won 14 straight. They're 14-2 right now, ahead in the East. That is crazy. They beat Golden State last night. Golden State was up by, the last time I saw it, they were up like by 15. I think it was third quarter too. And they beat Golden State. They limited Golden State to 88 points. I know it was a bad shooting night, but like, it's not just a bad shooting night. You see what I'm saying? Like, the Celtics did something. Number 1 ranked defense in the whole NBA. That's crazy. They're not even good. They're averaging like 102 points per game. That's like 24th in the NBA. Not like. It is 24th. I looked it up. I told you people I like to come prepared. Anyways, 24th in the NBA. They're scoring. So they don't even score that much. They just make you lose. You find yourself going like Steph, 1 for 9, 1 for 8. You show them like they just make you annoyed. They're such a physical team. They break you down. You know what I'm saying? Like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, they're annoying like defenders. Something like Pat Beverly type defenders. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Those annoying defenders. So it's like the Celtics, man. The Celtics. Goodness gracious, the Celtics. Man. First in the East right now. Beat the Warriors. It's crazy. And then meanwhile, you have the Cavs, right? The Cavs. You have the Cavs. The Cavs are barely 8-7 right now. They barely beat the Mavs. They barely beat the who was it they played last time? Pistons. Oh no, was it Pistons? No, it was Charlotte Hornets. They're in a little win streak right now, but like they were 5-7 before this week. They're not even gonna make playoffs if it started today. They're like 9th. So so we're gonna talk about that. Maybe when Jay comes, we're gonna talk about like having a debate. Is Kyrie moving away a good thing? Because right now it's looking like it. It's like, it's a good thing for like the Cavs. For Kyrie, or how important, something like that. We're gonna phrase the question around it. How important was Kyrie to the Cavs? Because the Cavs are looking terrible right now. Jesus Christ! I know they're getting like a win streak going on, 3 wins, but still, it's like barely winning. They're not destroying teams. And, they have injuries. Isaiah, Tristan Thompson are out. But, like, still, defensively, they're terrible. They have the worst defense in like, efficiency in the whole league. I don't know. Like, Isaiah's not going to fix defense. It's going to make it worse, if anything. That guy's, like, 5'9", 5'10". Maybe Tristan Thompson's going to help. I don't know. Man, the Cavs are looking terrible right now. But, yeah, you got those teams. And then you got, like... I'm telling you, people, you got teams like the Bucks and I'm sorry, I have like this little brain fart and and the 76ers. Oh man, those are like, I love those two teams. Maybe we're gonna have another debate about that. Like which teams has a higher ceiling, Bucks 76ers? Because those teams are like, they're good. I love those teams. You got the 76ers coming up with Ben Simmons and Embiid. You don't know what Marco Fultz going to give you, but still, Covington doing really well right now. I'm about to sign a contract. Saric, not a bad. And you got people off the bench, like McConnell coming up. You still got Amir Johnson, JJ Redick. I like that team. I really like the 76ers, man. I hope they do something this year. And they have a very, very bright ceiling. If Embiid can stay healthy, it's just Embiid. Embiid is a monster. Like, it's not even a beast. You like cross beasts, and you go to like, he's a monster. Like, Embiid is crazy good. Goodness. See what he did. What he did to the Lakers. I know it's just the Lakers and all, but see what he did to them. Like, that was almost embarrassing. The man got 46. Let me read his stats to you. What he did against the Lakers. I know it's just the Lakers. I know you could like, maybe the Lakers aren't that good, but still. Let me read what he did to you. What he did. In 34 minutes, right? His minutes are going up too, so hopefully he stay healthy. But in 34 minutes, this man had 4 for 20. Shot 4 for 20. 2 threes. 15 rebounds. 7 assists. 46 points. This was the one that like blew my 7 blocks. Like, you know what has to happen for you to get 7 blocks? 7 blocks. It's crazy. We're going to have another debate about him. Like, I think he's better than Karl Anthony. I don't know. Maybe I'm like, I think he's better than Karl Anthony Towns. Cat. Because the man, like, loves big games. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cat kind of shrinks a little in big games. So maybe we'll talk about that again. Maybe when Jay's here. Or when, another person gets here. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, the man kind of shrinks. Cat kind of shrinks in big games. Like, I remember when he had 2 points, 1 for 7, against New Orleans, with Anthony Davis in there. You see what I'm saying? But this man destroyed DeAndre Jordan, who was a very, very good defender. DeAndre Jordan had like 2 points, 5 rebounds in that game. The game before the Lakers. And this guy scored 32. I don't know, man. I just love those two teams coming up right now. But we'll see. I'm gonna play another Mally. I don't really have that much time, but I want to play another Mally music song. This song is called Beautiful. I like it better than Contradiction, man. It's such a beautiful song. See what I did there? Real quick, I'm gonna play Mally music, Beautiful. Yeah. Hey, you're beautiful. Hey, man, I love that song. Honestly, like that song. Every time I listen to that song, it's just like dang, you are beautiful. Like I don't know who he's talking. Like he's just put you for love. Everybody's beautiful, man. I love that song so much. Mally music. I'm telling you, people, look him up, man. You won't be disappointed. Mally music. Anyways, yeah. So our time is almost up. Sorry. I took so long on the Kaepernick thing. I just had to get it out, man. I couldn't take it anymore. Real quick. The I gotta talk about my Cowboys real quick. Before we leave. I'm scared, people. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very afraid. I don't know if we're gonna. I was like, Zeke thing is really disturbing us right now. Tyron Smith went down. Oh, that Atlanta game was really, really difficult, man. Dak Prescott suffered. I think it was like 7 sacks. That man suffered so much. I bet like Russell Wilson was just like, see how it feels. Like, that man suffered so much. It's what I'm saying. I'm scared for my Cowboys right now. We got the Eagles coming up. I'm so afraid. Oh man, the 8-1 Eagles destroy everything in their path. But it's all good. I believe in the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Yes. It's all good. Hopefully we do something, man. Hopefully Tyron Smith comes back. Sean Lee's out for a couple of weeks too. I don't know, but it's not looking good right now. I don't know if we can make playoffs even. But it's okay. I believe. It's very small, but I'm believing by a thread. I'm hanging on. Anyways, thank you. And then pray for Chaz Green. That man suffered too. Everybody please pray for Chaz Green. That man's going to have nightmares about Claiborne when he's sleeping. Anyways, that's it for our show today. Thank you people for joining me. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend, a good Thanksgiving break. I know hopefully Jay couldn't be here today, but it's a debate show. Don't worry, it's still a debate show. We're going to have more people coming here to debate. Just this week I couldn't get anybody in time, and so it was just me. So I'm sorry if you're tired of my voice. Don't worry, more people are going to join us. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great weekend, great Thanksgiving break. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.